and welcome to the Property Perspective, the video series that helps landlords and property investors get the most out of their investments. I'm Josh.
And I'm Michelle. Today we'll talk about an essential but sometimes overlooked aspect of being a landlord, maintaining your property over the years. It's not just about keeping it in good shape, it's about protecting your investment and maximising its potential.
That's right. A well-maintained property attracts quality tenants, it reduces those void periods, and it even helps with long-term capital growth. So, where should landlords start when thinking about property maintenance?
Well, the first thing is planning for those big ticket items. Properties age, and things like boilers, roofs, windows, well, eventually they need replacing. Creating a sinking fund, a saving pot specifically for these expenses, can save you lots of stress when the time occurs.
Absolutely. I mean, think of it like this. If you're earning rental income every month, set aside a percentage of it for future maintenance. Even 10% added up over time will make those unexpected repair fees less like a crisis. We can actually help do this for you and build up a small pot of money, and by taking just a bit off the rent each month, you can start to build it up over time.
You sure can. And then of course there's regular upkeep. Between tenants, it's always a good idea to refresh the property. A fresh coat of paint, for example, minor repairs can really make a big difference. Not only will it help attract new tenants, but it also sets a standard of care.
That's a great point. I mean, when tenants see sort of like a well-maintained property, they're more likely to look after it. Creates a sense of pride and responsibility. I mean, let's be honest, the better the property looks, the more competitive it's going to be in the rental market overall.
And let's not affect, of course, forget the curb appeal of property. First impressions always matter, sales and rentals, and I say all the time on the sales market, keeping the exterior tidy, like maintaining the garden, clean the windows, repainting the front door, they can really make your property stand out.
It's the first thing I look at, you see it in the pictures and everything, don't you? So, now one area where landlords do sometimes struggle is deciding what's worth upgrading. My advice, focus on what adds value. Energy efficiency at the moment, it's a big one. You'll have seen it in the news, everyone's talking about it. Installing a modern boiler, double glazed windows or better insulation might cost a lot upfront, but it saves tenants on bills and in general makes the property more appealing.
It sure does. And it's also worth mentioning the legal side. You know, regulations around things like energy efficiency, EPC requirements are getting stricter. By staying ahead of these changes, not only keeps you compliant, but also future-proofs your investment and avoids those bottlenecks when these laws finally come into practice.
It's true. Another tip, I suppose, is to build sort of relationships with regular tradespeople, whether it's a plumber, electrician, a handyman. Having someone you can trust makes maintenance quicker and a lot less stressful. And don't forget, as we mentioned in a previous episode, a good property manager, like me, can also help sort of take that stress away, as we've got access to fantastic contracts. I've got some really good ones we've worked with for absolute years.
Yeah, and don't forget the importance of regular property inspections. They're not just about keeping an eye on the tenants, they're actually opportunities to catch small issues before they become, big expensive problems.
That's it, like spotting a small leak before it becomes water damage, or noting wear and tear on appliances that might need replacing soon. Little fixes can prevent big headaches down the road.
They sure can, and you can plan better. Exactly. So finally, remember to think long term. Property investment is a marathon, it's not a sprint, as we said in our very first episode. By keeping your property in great shape, it not only helps the rental income, but it also ensures you have a valuable asset when the time comes that you decide to sell.
Exactly. So maintaining your property is about protecting your investment, ensuring happy tenants and staying competitive in the market.
So thanks for joining us on this week's Perspective. And remember, if you're a landlord with questions about maintenance, you want more tips on management your investment, just reach out to our website for the resources. They're all there.
Exactly. And don't forget, subscribe to see more episodes, and we look forward to seeing you next time.
We sure do.